Everyone, bit of a PSA today. My favorite futures funding company, Apex Trader Funding, unfortunately, no longer allowing treasury products, guys. There's reasons why. Let's get to it, and I'll also go over some other options you have, other places you can still trade the treasuries.
Gotta get more followers.
First things first, my website, CFT.ca, guys. The latest, greatest trader evaluation, deals, promos, coupons, reviews, free futures course, alerts, articles, all the cool stuff that I always say. Guys, this is where you can come. Now, I didn't make a mistake in saying that Apex is still my favorite futures funding company, guys. We're going to talk about that in a little bit of a second. But let's get to the treasury stuff first. All right, guys. So if you want to read this entire few paragraphs, you can pause the video. This is what they're sending out to people who are, submitting tickets, asking why they can't trade treasury products anymore. Basically, in summary, in periods when there's low amounts of liquidity, which I would say is the non-US hours, that's why I only trade the US session, people were basically able to exploit the simulated nature, in Rhythmic and whatnot, and get more than favorable fills. And then once they figured that out, they were exploiting it to, pass valuations or make money in the live sim accounts once they pass their performance accounts. So basically, Apex has said, not anymore, not on our watch. Now, obviously, unfortunate, someone like myself, my primary product is the Ultra Bond. And I do still trade my Apex performance accounts. Not sure what my plan will be now with those. That'll figure out. But basically, some bad apples ruined the good times for us all. This is why we can't have nice things. So no more treasuries at Apex. So there's actually quite a bit going on at Apex. If you follow the market fairly close, you're probably aware of some of it. But they kind of been laying low. They kind of basically close their Discord. It's still there, but they just promote, whatever the current sale is. There's an active chat. That's been several months now. For a while, they were heavy on the video requests from traders before getting approved. So, of course, naturally, everybody kind of jumped on the Apex sucks now bandwagon. But I held firm. I think Apex is doing the right thing, and I think there's a lot of good stuff coming up, and they are really just prepping for it. And one bit of evidence to this, one clue, if you will, is several traders in the last week or so have been reporting they put in their payout requests, and they've been getting the funds like the next day. So in the past, it was always twice a month, and the payout windows and all that, and the request windows and all that type of stuff. Traders have been getting their money pretty quickly, so I think that might be one of the permanent changes coming. Also, I think something looming out there that has always been threatened but has never happened. This isn't just Apex, this is market-wide, is some form of industry regulations. And for good or for bad, I feel like we're getting up on those sooner than later. So my hunch would be Apex is kind of cleaning house, getting ready, cross all the T's, dot the I's, 100% compliant with whatever regulations might come. It's what I also think will probably severely hurt a lot of those newer firms that are popping up. Most of them not that popular to start with. They certainly have no route to actual live trading, whereas a company like Apex, you can actually become a live trader. And as well, several people have been getting that email today, the last few days, about their accounts going to be evaluated over the next 30 days and move to live. So there is stuff in the works. And that's why I'm still pro Apex. Yeah, I can't trade my treasuries there, but I'm not too worried about it. In my opinion, good traders can trade anything. I'm actually going to have a video in October to demonstrate this myself. Been doing a bit of a challenge with my funded futures, and I'm doing pretty damn good at it, and I'm not trading treasuries. But we'll talk about that after that challenge is done. Guys, speaking of my funded futures, speaking of other places you can trade the treasuries, you're like, CFT, show us the way. Where can we go? So first choice of three would be my funded futures. I've talked about them in the past a little bit. I don't think I really did a ton of videos on my funded futures, but more and more have been with them myself. Like I said, I'm doing their contests now. I have accounts with them, etc. So they have starter and expert versions of all their account sizes, of which they have 3. Basically, expert, you pay a bit more, you get a little less rules on that side. You can see those down here. but it does cost more, and there's effectively no resets on the expert. I mean, the reset fee is just buy another account. So you can check those out, but Treasuries, 100% a go with my funded future. By the way, I'll put links to all this stuff down in the video description. And yes, I'm going to turn off the comments because I can already see the million people with their smart mouth comments against Apex, and that's fine. If you want to make smart mouth comments, you can go start your own YouTube channel and make them there. Take Profit Trader, guys. I love Take Profit Trader. I've been with them since the start, like when they were starting. I've actually met with them in person. Their payouts, and I should mention as well, my funded futures, like the two fastest in the industry, and like that's hands down. You can put in a payout request and you might even get paid out that same day, if not the next day. And it's completely, automated. You do it yourself on your dashboard. You don't have to submit a ticket or anything like that. So big props to these props on the payouts for sure. And then on the account side, again, you can come and read all the stuff. I'll just give you a quick. So they basically have one type of account, if you will, but they have more variety in their account sizes. So they have a 25K up to 150K. They don't allow bots, and keep that in mind, some of you bot traders, but they offer both CQG and the Rhythmic data feed, which is good because a lot of newer firms, I know I'm harping on the new firms a bit, but they can't get approved for Tradify and CQG whatsoever. Rhythmic always has its ups and downs, more downs than ups, it seems, lately. And a lot of the newer firms are using like the DX feed. You're pretty limited there, like as far as your platforms and what you can use. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan. But anyways, having CQG or Rhythmic as options with Take Profit, big bonus there. Will mention, since I didn't mention this with my funded futures, guys, I just record these on the fly. It's not like I write out a script in advance. Their data connections, they no longer offer Rhythmic. They do have that DX feed thing. So you can use VolSys and Vol America and all those other white labeled programs that companies are moving towards. So there you go. There's two prop options. Number 3, guys, I've talked about them a lot lately. Tradify. So Tradify has both evaluations and there's lots to say here, guys. That's why I'm jumping around. They have both evaluations, the advance the growth, or you can do the straight to funded. So straight to funded, definitely recommend that on the Tradify side. So basically, you pay more, but you skip the evaluation. End of day drawdown, they have Tradify as well. They don't have Rhythmic, maybe in the future, but for now they have Tradify, which I think is far superior regardless. Tradify / CQG, guys. I know we throw around a lot of terminology, but with that, you can use Tradify, NinjaTrader. I plug in my Jigsaw, no problem. This is the company I'm currently trading the most with. I have accounts with like a ton of companies, but I kind of have them all like in just maintenance mode. Like I put in a trade or whatever to meet like the minimum of 1 trade a week and stuff. These are the ones that I am currently growing. I like to join. I like to grow accounts. And then what I do is little insider information. I take the money and I put it in a brokerage account, which should be everybody's goal long term. So in my interactive brokers account, it's just growing and growing, and it's all my money. So I encourage everyone to do that in the long term. All right, guys, you can find out information about all these companies under my reviews. Read away, choose the one that's best for you. All the best deals are right here on the front page. Should be an exciting couple of weeks. I do wholeheartedly think Apex is going to come out with some great changes. And it'll be real interesting if and when regulations start coming down, who the real winners are. I do think Apex will be one of those winners for sure. I think a lot of those newer firms are going to have a tough go at it, mainly because they don't actually ever move you to a live account. Keep that in mind when making your choices. Guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. Good luck out there in the UB world, and we'll see you later.
Thank you.